How we getting on, folks? Not too bad of a day. Three winners, three of them got in the first two or three. Um, Overall, I'm fairly happy with that. Winning Nap at even money. Sharkin Island then as well, 2-1 winner. Cool and clever, lovely little drift on that out to 9-2. You could get 5-1 nearly off, so hopefully some of you did. And Crassus, the next best of the day, was just narrowly denied, just couldn't get there on time. But look at overall, I'm very, very happy with that. Moving on to tomorrow, the last day in Galway, it's going to be a bit of a sad occasion for me. We've had a great festival. The only day we didn't do too well was, I suppose, the day of the Galway Hurdle day 4. Only one winner that particular day, but even saying that, it was 3-1. So when you have a day like that and you say that's the worst day of the week, it's safe to say that you've had a fairly decent week. Looking at the card tomorrow, there are some lovely, lovely horses at lovely prices. Shortest price I have currently is 2-1, and the biggest price is 16-1. So look at I say this plenty of times. If we can get a couple of winners out of that, we're home and hosed. And at the end of the day, we've already made profit anyway on Galway. So going into the final day, it's basically playing with bookies' money. And that's exactly the way I was hoping to have it, and I'm absolutely delighted to say that I have done it. But anyway, we'll kick things off. First race off is the 140, a fairly decent handicap. It's going to be fairly wide open, but the one that I am kind of drawn to is Noble Seal for the Martin team with Ronan Whelan on board. Now this one for me really took the eye in Tipperary. I was there that particular day. Ran a very, very decent race. Was just very unlucky not to be able to get to the front running Chummy. Chummy set off at a fairly brisk pace that particular day, but horses in behind the likes of Dynakite, Clew Bay, Krypton Gold, Dale, Drogheda Dave, Nothing But Trouble. Not going to go too much more into it, but it it was a decent enough affair and a very good run at that. Obviously the Martin stable do tend to target Galway as well. Drawn in stall 6, not necessarily the worst thing, not I suppose not going to be boxed in like we've seen with Baby Zeus there today, on the inside on a big field, but just I suppose getting there with not too much potential traffic, providing it breaks well. Look at it's I think personally speaking, it's going to be him in the firing line. I think 5-1 at the present time, definitely well worth considering, and could take an awful lot of stopping. I think realistically it is going to be a fairly open affair, and it is going to be one of those races where it's going to be a blanket finish. But don't be surprised to see the Martin horse here, Noble Seal, getting his head in front. Now moving on to the next race of the day, and for me the next best, Cyclaman. Currently priced at 2-1, trained by Aidan O'Brien, ridden by Shamie Heffernan. Being realistic here, I think this horse only has to turn up to win this particular race. Drawn lovely in stall 2. Second last time out, that was a very good run. Likes to break well, likes to lead from the front. So if we can do that from stall 2, we could be able to nab, I suppose, a couple of lengths advantage coming into the first bend. It was behind Tucson, Lydia, ahead of Capulations, Sunset, Shiraz, and Bella Bell, to name but a few. But for me anyway, it's a much weaker race. When you look at the form and the things like and the speed stats, speed stats of Cyclamen rate up to in around 97, and the second favorite here is only getting in off in around speed stats of 78. So in my opinion, it could be his race to lose. Keep an eye on Sunset Shiraz, who might be able to put the main danger to him, especially from stall 3 right beside. So it's going to be a pretty tricky affair, but providing we do get out, I cannot see this horse seeing another rival here. I think 2-1 is absolutely massive. Next race off then, the first each way of the day. And when I do say each way, I mean a small one. It is wide open. You can make cases for every single one of these. I've said it before on a couple of occasions for Galway. It's like you may as well be getting a dart at a dartboard and just picking your winner from that. But for me anyway, Eastern Racer, course and distance winner, drawn in stall 6, trained by Sean Byrne, ridden by Sean Davis. Definitely very, very interesting here at 10-1. Put in a very, very good effort in Killarney when second to Swiss Army Officer, only by a length that particular day, ahead of Kai Big, a very, very talented horse in the flat. Turbine, Muharin, Secret Wizard, Fugacious, Atlas, and Camino Mission that particular day. Providing it puts in a run like that, I think it's going to be a tricky enough horse to hold back. Looking at his form around Galway, just going down through to see, has he ridden Galway many times? From what I can see, he's ridden it 3 times, won once, 5th once, and 10th once. But the 10th I would look past because he was 25-1 at the end of the day. And he has improved. There's no point in saying he hasn't. He has improved and could definitely run a very, very big race. Just looking down through the field, he's one of 2 course and distance winners. So look, I think at an each way price of 10-1, he's definitely well worth it. If he comes in around 3rd or 4th, you will be getting in around 2-1 for the place money as well. So look, it's up to yourselves. I think it's definitely well worth considering for an each way perspective and could run a very, very big race. Next race off then, the 3:15, and this one here is another each way of the day. The price of the favorites say it all. 6-1 favorites is just basically saying how competitive this race is. But one that ran here earlier on the week on Monday in the Galway Mile, Sir Jack Thomas, 7-1, definitely looks very, very interesting here. Won this race last year. I think that says it all, really. When you look at the way he won, beating Quizzical and Mo Salah ahead of many more as well. Definitely very, very interesting here. That was at a price of 50-1. We're not getting that today. Currently priced 7-1. But the Dooley brothers definitely do target Galway. And I think it is going to be a very, very open race. And between himself and Current Option, definitely look a nice duo coming in here. But Aidan McGuinness has a heap of runners in this. Same with Mick Mulvaney. Same with Dennis Hogan as well. If I'm correct in saying, I don't want to say it too quickly. No, he only has one runner. Okay, so Aidan McGuinness and Mick Mulvaney have more than one runner, and Archie Watson comes over from England as well with a runner as well for this particular race. So it's going to be a fairly tricky affair, but the way Sir Jack Thomas won the last day on Monday, I think he is well above his mark, with Mikey Sheehy taking £5 off. That realistically means he's only penalised £2 for that win that particular day. Much better than that. And we could see a horse to do a bit of a double here and win this race back to back at 7-1. I think it's absolutely a crazy price. 350. what is it? The nap of the day. I wasn't sure if it was the next best or the nap. But fine lace here, Frankel Philly. Definitely love the look of her page. When you look at what it's related to, full sister to Franconia, who is rated 111, half sister to Winners Winzilli, winner of a Group 1 at a rating of 116. Melting Dew, 105 rated, and a Scandinavian listed winner. Not really too concerned about that, but Franconia anyway, and the half sister Winzilli, definitely a very, very eye catching here, considering Ross Carberry is a favorite here at 5-2 and is only rated 80. So I think this one here could be much, much better than that. Drawn and stalled 6, nice little draw for that. Shouldn't meet too much trouble. And look at Frankel's produce definitely does say it all. Well capable of winning on debut. And definitely for me is going to be the nap of the day. 4-1 looks to be absolutely crazy price. 420. Going to be my patron pick of the day. We're going to hope to start the patron month, the next patron month, off to a winning start here. And I've picked one here that looks absolutely nailed on certainty. But 450, a wide open race again. One that did catch my eye earlier on the week in the Galway Plate, or not the Galway Plate, one of the races after the Galway Plate was a horse drawn and stalled 13 now today. Bridge Native, trained by Kieran Murphy, ridden by Keen Redmond, McRedmond, should I say, claiming £7. Coming in here off 9 stone 10. Definitely very, very interesting here. Put in the performance of his life the last day on Wednesday when coming a very, very close fourth. Really, really did catch my eye and looked like it had plenty more improving to go. It's on a fairly handy mark. What's it running off? It's running off 69 tomorrow. It's well capable of exploiting that sort of a mark. 16-1. They're paying 4 places on Bet365. I definitely think an each way play here. Definitely very, very interesting and could surprise a few. And that is going to be my biggest each way play of the day. Finally, then, last race, a horse that has run some pretty credible races so far this Galway Festival and running again now tomorrow. No thanks for Matthew Smith and Declan McDonough. He's a man that's well known for exploiting the handicapper with his horses, and no thanks definitely looks to be a fairly nice prospect here. Coming in here under a penalty, but the way it won last time out by half a length, beating Crown's Major, who won there today as well very easily. That says it all here, really. Ahead of Landa Beach and Isotope and Maze Runner, all these horses very, very talented in their own respect. I think realistically, coming in here, it's definitely still below its mark, and I know it is. I know it is dropping in trip a small little bit, but for me anyway, it doesn't necessarily need the 2 miles and could definitely take an awful lot of stopping here at 5-1. I definitely think. Look, it's up to yourselves. It's at an each way price. If you want to just make it a safe bet, I would be going each way, but don't be surprised to see this horse putting 2 on the bounce here now in Galway. But look, I'm going to leave it there. Please make sure to keep liking, sharing and subscribing. Hopefully we're able to close off Galway on the same high we came in. Obviously, look at with the new month starting now, and if you are looking to sign up to Patreon, I would be advising you to sign up. Make sure it's tomorrow, not today. For the simple fact, you'll only be charged again in the morning by Patreon. It's out of our hands, unfortunately, but we do try and advise all the patrons, if they are signing up, to sign up at the start of the month. We have a very, very nice giveaway now this month. We're hoping to be able to give away a share in a horse now in the next couple of days. So if you want to be in with a chance to win in that, make sure to get your membership signed up in the first, we'll say the first week. Hopefully, look, it will be able to kickstart off the month now with another winner for Patreon as well. But if that's not your thing and if that's not your style, perfectly fine. Just it does help us out with the podcast that we do. We've got some great guests coming up, and definitely very, very interesting interviews coming up as well. But I suppose, look, at if that's not your style and I've made you money over the past couple of days or the past week even, hit that subscribe button down below. It really, really does help me out at the end of the day. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we won't do it unless ye help us out a little bit extra. Just, I suppose, for the simple fact, it would definitely not just get to a larger audience, but it also give me the opportunity to be able to monetize the YouTube channel through ads and different things like that, and to be able to get a small bit of an earning from YouTube as well. So look, it's totally up to yourselves. Look, I know, say for the sake of just hitting a button, I definitely would be advising you all to do it, because it really, really does help me out at the end of the day. And the fact that we've been in such good form as well, it would definitely be a step in the right direction, let's just say. But look, I want to wish you all the very best of luck tomorrow. We're hoping to finish off Galway as we came in, and make sure that we only get one bad day in Galway. Which would be absolutely brilliant. Imagine if we could get 6 days and one bad day. It's definitely the best Galway festival I've ever had tipping horses, and look, at long may it last as well. But look, thanks very much for all the support and all the messages and all the comments and everything else like that. We will keep this going. The jump racing is going to be starting up now very, very soon as well. As you all know, I'm more of a jumps man myself anyway, so look, we're going to try and knock this on the head and really keep going and keep pushing forward. But look, thanks for all the support so far. Very, very best of luck tomorrow. And please make sure to keep liking, sharing and subscribing.